Hey guys, what's going on? Inception here, and welcome to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the new gameplay objective Summer Heat Ibrahimovic to review today. So let's take a look at what we're working with in game. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're looking at a card that is 6'5" with medium low work rates, 5-star skills, and a 4-star weak foot. So it's a shame they didn't give him the 5-star, but obviously if he already has the shot power and stuff, 4-star is not necessarily a huge problem. In regards to traits, guys, he does have the outside foot shot trait, which is great, obviously, because sometimes in certain situations you want to go for that near post strike. You go for that drag back, you cut inside, you could shoot with the outside of his foot. Really nice, to be fair, because obviously if he's a right-footed player with a 4-star weak foot, you want to still prefer to get the shots off with his right foot as much as possible, right? Flare trait is on the card. It could be a good thing, could be a bad thing. It's like a in between of the two. And then he does have the power header trait, so just in case you do want to do any heading objectives with this card, or you like to cross in general, which is not really effective in this FIFA, then you would use that as well. In regards to his in-games, ladies and gentlemen, we're taking a look at a card that has 95 acceleration with 92 sprint speed. We are boosting it with the engine chemistry style by a +4 for acceleration and +5 for sprint speed. Shooting stats look really good at 99 attacking positioning, 94 finishing, 99 shot power at 97 long shots. So 94 and 99, you're not really going to notice a huge difference between that. So the fact that he has the shot power, the attacking positioning, as well as the composure already at 99 is a good decision by EA, because I think they understand that the way that they have their stats boosted in the game, they can't specifically like boost the balance all the way to the top. So if I give this card an engine chemistry style, I'm doing the most I can with the balance that he has, right? In regards to passing ability, the engine chemistry style is obviously going to help out a lot with that as well, with the short passing being as it is and the long passing being significantly improved as well. Dribbling is obviously the big problem with this card, so as I'm playing with the card, I'll let you guys know how you want to kind of like adjust the card in regards to instructions and whatnot to play him the best way possible, because obviously his balance will present to be an issue with the 6'5" height that he has and the body type that he has as well, because he's a big guy in game. But again, guys, because his base card stats for reactions, ball control, dribbling, and composure, because those are really good, it could compensate really well. And to be fair, he could just be really good at finishing in the game as well, which we will be experimenting with. With this card as well, you could also experiment with using the sniper chemistry style on him because of the +10 for agility. So because his balance is already so low and you can't really do much about it, you could just give him that as well. We'll be checking out some other chemistry styles as the review goes on. I do mostly see this card potentially being used as a cam or as a striker, mostly as a striker, obviously. I love medium-low work rates, but because of Ibrahimovic's dribbling, it might not necessarily be ideal to use him. I'm really curious to see what his off-the-ball movement is going to be like because of his height and body type. It's going to be very interesting to see. He might be ideal with a stay central target man and then kind of like play off of good attacking AI in other areas of the pitch, right? So we'll see what's up with that. But he does have 84 jumping, 99 heading accuracy. That with the power header trait is going to be great. And then he does have 99 strength with 99 aggression. The 99 aggression could actually be very, very helpful on a card like this, to be fair. So, yeah, the way that we're going to be lined up in game is going to look like this. I'll be rotating Raul with Ibrahimovic as the game progresses. I honestly don't really see this card ever being used as a player on the sides, you know, left attacking mid, right attacking mid, because the dribbling is not really up to par. I'm going to show you guys how we will be lined up in the game. So Rafinha will have off to the right side with Raul playing through the middle. Atal will switch with Felipe Anderson, and we'll have Ibrahimovic up top. We're not going to put any instructions on him because I want to see how he chooses to move, because I think by default he's going to be a target man striker. I don't know why. I think he will, but if he's the type of person that actually makes those runs in behind the defense and he's really smart, then he'll be really fun to use, right? Balance instructions for the rest of the cams. Should be fine. Yep, and then we also want to try him out in a 4-4-2 setup as well, where Laurent Blanc will be here, Rafinha will be here, Felipe Anderson will be switched with Raul, and then we'll have Ibrahimovic playing as the right striker with the instructions of target man and come back in defense. He does have decent stamina, so that should be okay, to be fair. So, let's get into a game, see how he plays in the striker position. We will start off with the 4-2-3-1 first, and then we will rotate to the 4-4-2 as the game progresses. Ooh, he's massive in game, obviously, right? Let's try him out with the dribbling first. Okay, so the balance you can definitely feel a little bit, but it doesn't actually feel that bad because he's actually super tall and strong, so maybe he'll compensate well for it. The scoop turn, the moving scoop turn with a card like Ibra is going to be great. I can already feel that. What do you do here? Oh, it moves downwards. Also goes back into the middle right there. That's actually really good that he stopped making that run specifically. Okay. Oh, he actually does. Oh, that's sick. Please move into the middle here. He does. Nice. We'll work off this guy here. Touch the ball. Get a strike off. Oh, I try to do that small little touch downwards. Obviously, when you face straight, you're not really going to hit that near post strike right there. I had to take that small little touch that I didn't want to do for me. But you know what? I'm going to be honest with you guys so far. I thought his balance was going to be a bigger nuisance. It doesn't feel like that big of a nuisance so far. Obviously, under pressure, you're going to feel it for sure. But because he has the physicality and the heights to compensate for it, it could be a really fun card to use. That's the shot we want to take. Okay, so that was a very generic shot. The way that he touched the ball after the skill move was really close to his feet. So when that happens, you can see right there those little touches that he takes. The near post strike or whatever strike he takes is never going to really be like a really good consistent strike. So do you run here without me doing anything to you? Okay, I'm a little bit stagnant right there. We'll make that run though. Get the finish off right there. Nicely done. So his runs aren't that bad. I don't expect him to be super aggressive right there because of the medium-low work rates. They move just like that when they have those work rates. This is definitely going to be the type of card where you want to get him on his right foot as much as possible. But if you do, then you're going to get a lot of good chances with him. Okay, so he doesn't make that aggressive run to the sides, which is perfectly fine. In the middle, touch, go. Yeah, it doesn't seem like the balance is affecting his, like those are the types of movements I always talk about when it comes to strikers, right? I want to be able to touch the ball and then instantly move with the left stick. Like, you can obviously feel the balance a little bit, but it doesn't feel as bad as I thought it was going to be, you know? The balance is right there is where you feel it, right? That's where you feel it. Oh, good little dribbles right there, too. Yeah, 100% you definitely feel the balance no matter what. Like, it's always going to be something that's going to be noticeable. But like I said, it doesn't feel as bad as I thought it was going to be. His runs are actually pretty solid too, which isn't too bad. This guy's going to make a run right here. Let's see how fast you go back into the middle here. Boom. He kind of goes to the side right there, which isn't ideal. But he does go back into the middle here. Okay, we'll play off of this guy right here. Interesting. So obviously he's going to move a certain way. With the way that your other attackers are going to move. So you can see, like, I think that was like Felipe Anderson or Raul that went into the striker position. You can see Ibrahimovic offering his support right here. Okay, guys, so we're just going to adjust one thing here with Ibrahimovic. Because of his balance not being great, but his physicality being really nice, I really want him to stay central. But I don't necessarily feel like I need to put target man on the car because the way that he's moving, if I put target man, I feel like I'm going to be taking away the runs that he actually ends up making in the middle positions. But I do feel like the stay central is going to be something that I'm going to have to force on the card for sure. But yeah, let's go try it out now. Oh, the finesse shot. Imagine if he actually had the finesse shot trait. The finesse shot trait would be crispy, man. But still, regardless, a very good clean shot right there with his finesse. Doing skill moves like that's always very, very helpful. That guy's making a middle run. So that's the kind of plays that you want to work off of. That middle run that my player was just doing right there. You want to be able to, ooh, good off the ball movement there. You want to be able to kind of like play off of that movement, right? Because cutting inside from the left and right attacking mid positions is very important. That was a terrible pass, but such is this game. Yeah, it's very important to watch out for those specific runs, but I am liking him more on stay central. Ibrahimovic is not really the type of dude that I ever want to move to the sides, but as long as he uses his off-the-ball movement to still make those runs like he did right there, that's very important. Plays off of my fake shot well. What do you do over here? Well, he makes that run. Ball roll. Utilize that middle position. Raul didn't utilize it quick enough right there. But he goes back into the middle. So you see the stay central instruction is definitely the instruction to give a card like this, because if he ever does push to the sides, he will go back into the middle instantly with that instruction. Outside foot, that's what I'm talking about. So that's the angle that I was talking about earlier. The drag back came off really fast right there. Because he has the outside foot shot trait, in those positions, he's not really going to often shoot with his 4-star weak foot, right? He's going to utilize that trait that he has with his strong foot. So you can see that the skill move, again, came off really nicely, very smoothly, scores the opportunity. In my opinion, regardless of the balance that this card has, he's a very, very cool concept card for sure. I call these guys concept cards because they're not really meta, but they can be really, really fun to use for what they are, right? So because this is a gameplay objective, it is very, very respectable to get a card like this for the fun concept. But unfortunately, with the way that the gameplay is, cards like this are not necessarily always usable. But I'm still having a ton of fun using him because it's Ibrahimovic, you know? Moving scoop turn, always nice. Fake Rabona, get the touch off. Let's try a shot across goal from here. So you can see that the generic shots, like that's why when I take specific shots with players, guys, testing out shooting in this game is not really relevant unless you're taking those specific shots that are just FIFA mechanic finishes, like the near post strikes and whatnot, you know, taking the extra touch. Those are the ones that you want to check out the most. Like if I'm in a situation like this, I want to be able to get to this, drag back, touch, get that near post angle. Those are FIFA finishes. Those are the ones you want to test out mostly with the strikers, the cams, and all that fun stuff. Because in this game, unfortunately, when you do regular finishes, it's always going to be random. Even if you have 99 finishing, it'll be the exact same. And this guy's just messing around now. I think he's doing one of the objectives. But yeah. Alright guys, so we are going to switch to the 4-4-2 now with him set as a target man instruction with 2 strikers. So let's see how he plays like that. Ibrahimovic is definitely the type of dude where if you have like an agile player next to him, it could definitely work out really nicely. Near post strike, yeah, that's the one. Once you get that near post angle, his finishing is going to be great, man. I have like a huge favoritism towards like medium-high work-rated players. They just move a certain way that I just really like, right? You can see that he makes that run right there, but then instantly goes back into where he's supposed to be positioned. Off the ball movement with Raul is terrible right there. Obviously, the balance affecting Ibrahimovic's dribbling in regards to really responsive play. So, obviously, if you use a card like Ibrahimovic, no matter what, he's just not going to be the super responsive type. But again, a very cool card to be given as a gameplay objective because it is Ibrahimovic at the end of the day, right? It's kind of like if they put like a really cool Portuguese player, because at the end of the day, you know, he does have the weak foot. He's an incredibly usable card. The weak foot is solid. Near post strike, we shoot that opportunity, he scores it, right? So, you know, if you kind of revolve your play around his back being against the defenders and you want to get that first time fake shot off, or you want to get that first time touch and then nice little left stick touch, then, you know, you can get yourself into good situations to score opportunities with him. I will be honest though, I don't really like him too much as a target man. I think he just plays really well with the stay central because the way that he moves off the ball just feels better. I feel like by default, he's just going to be a strong dude against the defenders, so I think having him on just stay central should be fine. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Ibrahimovic card is that he's actually really fun to use. I think it's very fair to get this card through a gameplay objective. I think it's really cool, to be honest with you guys. The medium-low work rates work really well for the card, specifically with the stay central instruction. You don't really want a card like Ibra to push to the sides at all, because he's not really the type of super agile player to push to the sides, but then to start to make those, you know, angled runs on the inside. So I don't recommend using the instruction of just bounce on him. Stay central, he was working really well because he would still kind of make those outside runs in the 18-yard box, but then because of the stay central instruction, I noticed that he would get back into position really quickly. Because of the height and physicality that this card has, he's going to be the type of person where, you know, you're going to want to get him on that touch, maybe do a skill move and then shoot instantly, you know? Maybe put his back towards the defenders, get that first time touch, go upwards, downwards, get that moving scoop turn with the card because of the 5-star skills that he has, and then pop off with a nice little near post strike. Regular finishes, no matter what, guys, it doesn't matter which player you use. Nobody is special in regards to finishing in this game. So you kind of have to go for those FIFA finishes. If you do with a card like Ibrahimovic, you know, taking those specific touches, getting those right angles, he'll be able to score those near post opportunities most of the time for you. Because he doesn't have the finesse shot trait, you know, you can finesse with him. Doesn't necessarily mean he's always going to be super accurate with it, right? So try out the card. You know, the objective's not too bad in regards to getting him. So I really enjoyed using him as a gameplay objective. If they gave a card like this back in like FIFA 15, people would have gone absolutely nuts. Unfortunately, the agility and balance for the meta concept, not necessarily the greatest, but I will be honest, I had a ton of fun using him because of Ibrahimovic being Ibrahimovic. So I would recommend giving him an engine chemistry style because of the +10 for balance, +5 for agility. I didn't feel like his balance was that bad because if you play to his characteristics, he's actually a really fun card to use. So with the engine, I feel like I mostly enjoy using the card. He doesn't really need the acceleration and sprint speed boost because you're not going to really find him like moving in behind the defense that often, even though the medium lows he was doing it sometimes. You could potentially give him a sniper chemistry style. He may need the agility more than the balance, but for me, I was using the engine and I really liked it because even with the passing boost, using him in the cam position as well as a center forward, he could be pretty decent. Just don't expect him to be super responsive in the way that this game plays. So hopefully you guys enjoy this review. I'm going to go get Kubo and Sar for you guys and potentially Kent and Musa from drafts. So I'll see you guys in. Peace out, my dudes. Love you guys.